delegates declared that the so-called transatlantic slave trade, slavery, apartheid, and colonialism were crimes against humanity. Further, that there was an economic basis to these crimes that are evident today in the injuring nations that are wealthy, and also the impoverishment of much of the global south, and those of us who are from those communities originally from the global south. The Durban Declaration also declared that the effects and the persistence of these structures and practices have been among the factors contributing to lasting social and economic inequalities, poverty, underdevelopment, marginalization, and social exclusion in many parts of the world today, and even further, that there is an obligation on the part of those nations that were criminally enriched by these crimes that they should engage in redress. Secondly, my argument is that reparations for chattel enslavement is not just about the period of chattel enslavement. In fact, in 2001, Human Rights Watch helpfully expounded, when addressing relatively old wrongs, we would base claims of reparations not on the past abuses of chattel enslavement itself, but on its contemporary effects. That is, we would focus on people who can reasonably claim that today they personally suffer the effects of past human rights violations through continuing economic or social deprivation. And when it comes to the matter of crimes against humanity, the right to reparations does not get extinguished with the death of the original victims, but can be pursued by his or her heirs. Hence why we in PARCO, the Pan-African Reparations Coalition that I represent, initiated the Stop the Maangamizi. We saw the premise for reparations was laid out in the Xosei factory case of 1928, which is that reparation must, as far as possible, wipe out all the consequences of the illegal act and re-establish the situation which would, in all of probability, have existed if that act had not been committed. And so reparations are not a divisive issue. They are the only approach that can transform our broken and divided societies.